Most people like to trace pictures, so I decided to do a video on tracing a picture or a person. Um, I'll start with Marilyn Monroe, which a lot of people love. So I'll start with Marilyn Monroe. I pulled this off of Google. I'll go to my open trace window. You gotta excuse me because I am feeling a little under the weather. I have the flu and I have pink eye. So if you can't understand me, you can just ask questions in the box below the video, or you can inbox me. I always do a second trace because sometimes the second trace comes out better than the first trace. And it's to me it's really simple. You just select the trace, you trace it, and then you move your high pass filter to where you think you want it or where you think it looks like it may look okay, and then you trace it. I've also traced another way, which I'll show you. With this one, I've also traced this way as well. It depends on what's in the picture, the background of the picture, different things like that. I'll take the high pass filter off and I'll trace it with the threshold. Sometimes you can get better a better detail of the actual picture itself when you do that. That'll be up to you to determine how you like it. If you like it like that, or if you don't like it like that, you can make that determination. Also, there's something else I do. Sometimes I'll take it and I'll overlap it because sometimes you don't get some items in one that you get in the other. And I'll show you what I mean by that. I'll put one of them in red and the other one in black. And I'll place this on top because it seems like it caught the ear. So I want to bring it to the top and I'll line it up. That way you see that some of it was caught and some of it wasn't. And then what I do is I'll take it and I'll weld it. I'll weld it all together. Oops, sorry. Let's go back. And I weld her. Oops, I thought I did anyway. Let's remove those. I'll remove that. Once I welded it, I think it came apart once I welded it. It separated everything. But all you have to do is go back and you can click whatever you want. This is her mold, so I'm just going to make it a tad bit bigger to bring the look out a little bit more. And then what I'll do is I'll trace her again so I can get some of the hair detail here in this area. I'll group this. I grouped it. But now I want to get some of the detail of her hair. So I'll do another trace on her and see if we can get just the detail of the hair. You can. Actually, it is showing detail of the hair. Let's see what it looks like once we trace it. And sometimes what I normally do is I'll take some pieces from one area and place in another area, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Whereas here you have a little bit of the hair here. So what I'll do is I'll take it and make it look like it's here. It's part of her hair. And what I'll do is I'll show you the differences between the two. I'll make another copy of her, duplicate, and then you'll be able to see the difference in the actual in the two pictures. You'll be able to see what they both look like. I'll get rid of this. I'll move it over in case I need more detail from it. And here's the other piece of the hair. Let's see what happens when I bring it in a little bit more. Even. Then I'll weld it. It's welded. I can remove this piece. I can remove that piece. And I'll put that piece there. Sometimes to give it a little better look, I try to add little bitty pieces to it. And now I'll group it back together. Now, if you can see the difference, I'll put this one in red. That way you can maybe get a better comparison. Nope, no red. We'll leave it black. We'll leave it black. And as you can tell, that makes it look a little bit better with the head shape. And here's her actual picture. So you can see all three of the pictures. I think this one may look a little bit better. It has more detail to it than this one does. And I basically just traced the picture. You can work with the scale and the threshold, but I usually use the threshold depending on if you want to keep it on your high pass filter. What I'll do also is I'll do it without the high pass filter, because sometimes for me it's better when I do it this way as well. It just depends on the look of the picture itself. Let's do it one more time. We're going to trace it one more time and we'll see what happens. But this time I'll take the high pass filter off so you can see what it looks like. And I'll increase the threshold. Now let's trace it. And here's what you have, which is very similar to what we already had, except we missed the mold, but that's okay. Well, that's the end of this video, and I hope this video has helped as well. Thank you.